It's time for our community spotlight, and with me today is Jessie Purcell with the Hardin County Chamber and Business Alliance. Hello, Jessie.
Hello, Angie. How are you?
Fantastic. I am looking forward to, now that spring is here, let's get out and do some stuff. What's going on in Hardin County?
So we are super excited about the news that we've been kind of receiving out of the Ohio Travel Association, who's been sharing with us that it looks like the governor is definitely going to be opening up things for the summer, that we're going to be able to have festivals, we're going to have fairs. And so we are full-fledged moving forward with plans for the Wine and Chocolate Walk, plans for Eats on the Streets. We have people who are so pumped about Eats on the Streets. So we're really excited about those. Are two of our major festivals that we put on throughout the year. And so we cannot wait to get started on those. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
Okay, so Eats on the Streets, for those people who are not from Hardin County, explain to them exactly. I mean, we're not actually going to eat off the street. So let's talk about it.
I don't know, the food's so good, I might if I drop it, but we bring in between 12 to 15 food trucks from throughout the state. A lot of them come from Columbus, some of them come from Toledo, Cleveland, but we line them up on our streets, and people bring coolers and fill up their coolers with all kinds of food. So Schmidt's is always here. Graders is always here. Peatabilities comes in. There's always tons of different food trucks. And then we bring in a band. We'll have Schifferly Road with us this year, which is a hometown band. Kelly Stevens, who is the lead singer, is from Kenton, born and raised. And so she's going to be joining us. And we usually have a car show. We just have lots of fun things. So you may not actually eat off the street, although I will tell you, Mama Can Cook was here a couple of years ago. And if I dropped my food, I would have eaten it right off the street because it was so good.
That's really funny. Now, does that normally, you said, happens on a Friday night or Saturday?
So it is a Saturday night. We used to do it on a Friday night, and we had our community reach out to us and say, hey, could you do it on a Saturday night for those of us who have to work second shift on Friday night? And so we did. We moved it. And it is July 10th this year. So we're really excited.
Okay, what else is going on this summer that gets you excited about, the opening back up?
So the Wine and Chocolate Walk is going to be happening. I don't know if you've participated in this in the past, but for, I think, 3 years, we're moving into our 4th year with this event. We sell tickets to go into all of our local boutiques in the downtown, and you get to taste our local wines. So Rose Acres, Boaks Creek, Bear Vine Winery, and the businesses all provide us with chocolate. So it is shopping, chocolate, and wine. It is a good time.
Let's talk about businesses that have happened around the Hardin County area. What's going on with them?
So super exciting. We do have a couple of new announcements that we're putting out. So we have Root to Rise Yoga, which is going to be opening in our Kenton Historic Courthouse District. It's going to be directly across the street from our movie theater, right next to Financial Matters. So they are planning on opening up this summer. They're going in and gutting their building. So one thing I would really recommend is finding their Facebook page. It's called Root to Rise Yoga, and watching their journeys. So they're going to take you through this whole step-by-step of how they're refurbishing their building and rehabbing their building, which I think is always super, super exciting. And then we have you heard of Little Creek Barn that's going to be opening in Forest? Yes. So we have a new a venue that's going to be opening. It is this beautiful barn, and they're already starting to book weddings out for the fall. I know they're going to do some events in June just to kind of get the business community to support what they're doing. So these are two really exciting businesses that are going to be opening here in Hardin County.
I love the fact that more event centers are opening up.
Yes, absolutely.
And barns are like the way to go if you're creative like that.
And this one is 2-story. So there's an event center that's going to be at the top, an event center that's going to be at the bottom as well.
Oh, wow.
So
wow.
Super exciting for that.
Well, I guess my thing is there's good old fashioned things that are going to be happening? And well, they've happened in the past. So what are we going to be cruising the streets this year? Have you talked about it?
We really haven't talked about. So, what was so great about that event last year is our office just put the call to action out and set the date. And then people showed up. I mean, it was incredible. So, I'm sure you'll see some more communication about us setting some dates for that. And it's very organic. People just love to bring out their muscle cars and their classic cars and go and set around the courthouse. And that's part of our history. That's what we did here when we had nothing else to do. And so I'm sure we'll probably see something along those lines happening again this year.
Okay, so a lot of that is Kenton. I know you mentioned Forest before. So tell me about the other areas in Hardin County and where people can go and just see some of the sites.
So I would definitely recommend going to Ada for sure. They have lots of different eateries in the downtown. And one thing that I continue to talk about is we have Wilson Football Factory here in Hardin County. And if you are a sports fanatic at all, if you love football at all, they're going to start opening up, I believe, for their tours. And it's amazing to watch them make one of these footballs. They have made every NFL football that has ever been in a Super Bowl right here in Hardin County. So we are so excited to have them. They have an amazing plant manager, a great team over there who are just so embracive of the community. That is one place that I definitely think it's on a list to go see. But if you have not been over to Ohio Northern either and been part of their Green Monster or hopefully, as things progress, you'll get into Macintosh Center and be able to eat where in their cafeteria. I say cafeteria, but it is like a smorgasbord of all foods that you would ever want ever. And they have a Starbucks too. So I mean, you just put those two things together, and that's pure happiness.
Yeah,
And
you and I'll have to just make an adventure up there to Ada.
yes. So just to get to go on campus sometimes is really incredible. You never know what you're going to see over there. The inn at ONU is under new management, and so they're going to be opening up and doing some new events over there. Super exciting to see what's happening. Mount Victory. If you have not been down to Mount Victory and walked through all of the different shops in the downtown or went out to the plaza and ate, so you can fly in to the plaza. There is an airstrip out there.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. And David, the owner, David Wagner, will take wonderful care of you. They have such great food, but then you can walk in the downtown and just see all their different antiques and craft shops. And so that's pretty incredible. So between Kenton, Mount Victory, Ada, Alger and McGuffey have some really incredible places to eat too. So definitely get out and see them. And then Dunkirk has some really great eateries too. So
The ice cream place.
oh my gosh. Okay. So no, you go to Mr. Cheesy's and get pizza, and then you walk down and you get ice cream because they're within walking distance of one another.
Right. Right. Well, I tell you, there's so many little bergs out there, and they all have something really fantastic to offer. And I do know that every year Mount Victory does have their car show, and they also have antiques out
Yes.
all over the place. And I went through that last year. It was fantastic. Yeah, they were determined to have their car show, so they did.
You know what? They were very strategic. I was so proud of them. I was there too. And so, I mean, you can't be mad at a car parked in a parking space.
Nope.
They were brilliant.
It was good. Yeah.
They were brilliant.
All right. So how can people find out when there's something going on in Hardin County? How can they find it out?
Well, they need to follow our Facebook page. We're going to make sure that there's lots of information. Obviously, right now things are just, projected to start happening and things. But obviously, if you want to come into Hardin County, one thing I would tell you to do is to go to our website, which is hccba.com. Click on tourism and start picking places out from our tourism guide. That is what I call a scavenger hunt of all of the amazing gems that we have here in Hardin County. So I would definitely do that, but stay on top of our Facebook page. Look at some of those gems and stay on top of their Facebook page. Oh, and I cannot forget to tell you this, Angie, Pfeiffer Station is back open in Hardin County. So if you have not been out to Pfeiffer Station, get out there and get some of their home cooked food and some
Bologna
ice cream.
sandwiches. Come on now.
Please. So yeah, a lot of exciting things are starting to happen. Makes my heart happy to see our community coming back to life.
The world, listen, the world coming back to life, right? We don't
It
want
is.
to, we're not going to
It is.
be, I just am so glad that it's all going well. So thank you so much for your time today. I'm so glad that things are starting to go well up there. I mean, as far as like getting out and getting activities in the summertime is right around the corner. So yeah, it's going to be
Absolutely.
awesome. Jesse, thank you so much for your time. And we'll
No
talk to you
problem.
again next month and catch up.
Yes, thank you. See you later.